Hello children, welcome you all to this herbal garden. You might be surprised why mom is asking us to see this herbal garden. Children, today we will study about the plants, getting to know about the plants. Now, I will show you some of the plants. See children, you can see a wide variety of plants growing over here. Some of these are medium sized and these are smaller ones, as you can see. Then coming next to this is again a medium sized plant. What it is, that I will discuss later. Then coming here you can see little bigger plant, right? And this is a different type of plant what you see over here. Now regarding the flowers, see this plant has white flower, that has purple flower, and this has here you can see the orange flower present over here. So in short, you can understand that the plants you see around here in this herbal garden, there are different types of plants and different types of flowers also. Now specifically we will try to discuss about the different categories of plants which we see around us. So coming here, children, see, this is a herb. I will show you. Plants are basically categorized into five different categories. First is herb. So I will show you. See children, these are herbs. Herbs. See, if I will pluck one of the plant, see these herbs are very small. They are tender. As you can see, they have few leaves. They may not be having any branches. Stem, if you will observe the stem, you can feel it is green, it is soft and it is tender. You can bend the stem, but don't bend it too much so that it will break. Fine. So these are called as herbs. Now I have this for you. Herbs are the small plants which have tender stem, soft stem, and they may not have many branches, or even branches may not be there. So this was first category, that was herbs. Now coming to second category, that is shrubs. See children, you can see the plant over there. Like this is a shrub. This is tulsi. This is a shrub, and you can see the branches are arising from the base of the stem. See, branches are arising from the base of the stem. That is why it gives this plant a bushy appearance, and it is a medium sized plant and it is classified as shrub. It has stem which is little hard but not very thick. You can bend it, but it is harder as compared to herbs. So this is categorized in the category of the shrub. As you can see, this is the stem and it has many branches over there. So the second category of plants is shrubs. Now children, coming to third category of the plants is trees. See children, this is a small tree, and rather this is a mango tree. See, so trees, as you can see, they can be, their stem is hard, it is very thick in size. This is no doubt a small tree, but we will go to bigger tree also. Like, see, this is a smaller tree, and branches you can see they are right at the top. And one more example of the tree I will show you. This is a Rudraksh tree. See children, this is the tallest tree in this herbal garden. This is a Rudraksh tree. As you can see here, it is a Rudraksh tree, and it is used in the treatment of chronic like asthma and all. This Rudraksh tree, see children, branches are right at the top of the plant. So it can be thicker, it can live long, it can live for many years, around about 10, 15, 20 or even 100 years. It can live up to that period of time. So the third category of the trees is trees, right? And you may be having plants around you, or if you may have cultivated plants around you, then you can observe the plants and you can see the activity which you will do. You can see the type of the tree you have around you. You can see the type of herbs or type of shrubs around you. Now we will move to the next category of the plants, which is climber. Climber, children, I will show you. See, children. Now this is a climber. Climbers, their stem is basically very weak. They take the spot. See, this climber has taken the spot of this railing. Climbers take the spot and they climb like this is glowy, and it can't stand erect because the stem, as you can see the stem of this plant is very weak. It can't grow upright, so it takes the spot of this railing and it grows. These are called as climbers. Example of climbers are, you can see money plant at your places, grapevine, and this is glowy, which is nice herbal drink, right? Then coming to next is creepers, children. Creepers are not available here, but creepers are those plants which creep on the soil, which creep on the surface of the earth, and they are very weak, so they can't take the spot. Fine. So they creep on the ground and they spread as it is, like you see pumpkin, you see watermelon. These are the types of the plants. That is, first you saw herbs, then shrubs, then trees. This was the climber, and creeper is not available here. Creepers you can see at your places also, like pumpkin and watermelon. They are all creepers. Now coming to leaves. Coming to leaves, children. See, let me give you example of one broad leaf. So this is fine. So let me explain this leaf or this leaf. See, children, I will pluck one of the leaves. The portion of the leaf, see this green portion, this is called as the stalk, and you can see stalk over here. This is the portion where the leaf is attached to the stem of the plant. So this is called petiole, and this green portion is called as the lamina, leaf blade or lamina. And the leaves have on their lower portion, they have some small spores which are called as stomata, right? These stomata help in the transpiration of the leaves, that is, extra water is given out of these leaves. Fine. Then coming to the types of the leaves. See, children, I will show you. This is a banana leaf. Fine. This is a banana leaf. You can see a thick midrib. This is the midrib which you can see in this leaf. This midrib is the main vein in this leaf, and here you can see veins are parallel. They are one after the other. They are running parallel to each other. So these leaves, this is the example of a parallel veination. That is, the arrangement of leaves, veins on a leaf is called veination. This is the leaf. I have taken leaf of a banana plant. In banana you will see midrib is, as I showed you here, midrib is clearly visible and the lines are running parallel. So this is parallel veination. Now this is another leaf. I will show you. See, in this leaf you can see this is midrib and these are the veins. These veins make a net-like design. So when the leaves make a net-like design, this veination is called as reticulate veination, right? So what is it called as? Reticulate veination. Now the leaves, first basically again, this is the stalk which is called as petiole, and this is the leaf blade or lamina, this portion, leaf blade or lamina, and this is the portion where the leaf is attached to the stem. Again I will tell you that here are small stomata present which help in the gaseous exchange. That means extra water is given out. That is called as transpiration, right? And regarding this veination, it is reticulate veination. Regarding the roots, children, if we want to see the type of the root, if the leaves are reticulate, that means if the leaves have reticulate veination, the type of the root will be taproot. That means it will be a single root which will be having thick in the middle, and it will be longer root and you can see little lateral roots over there. Then coming to next one which I showed you, like this banana. If you will examine this leaf, we will see the venation is parallel venation, and the types of the plants which have parallel venation, the type of root will be fibrous root, right? So the roots basically are of two types. One is taproot, another is fibrous root. So regarding the parts of the plant, the flower, that we will discuss in next video. So thank you children. I hope you will enjoy it. Thank you children. Thank you children.